All right, guys, happy Friday. Got a quick and fun episode here for you guys. 3 wide receivers you need to trade right now. I'll tell you who they are and why you need to trade them, and some potential trade targets for you guys to target instead of these guys. Okay, guys? 3 wide receivers you need to trade right now. Quick and fun episode, guys. It's Friday. We want to keep it light, want to keep it lean, want to keep it fun. Before I get into this, guys, Manscaped.com is the sponsor of this quick show. Manscaped.com, Showerline 20. Try the trimmer. Go get one right now. Go try the body wash. Try the deodorant. Amazing products, guys. Fit and finish is phenomenal. Delivered to your door. And upon checkout, Showerline 20, save yourself 20%. If you haven't got this groomer, I don't know what to tell you, man. Go get it now. And secondly, another sponsor of the show is PrizePicks.com. They'll double your first deposit up to $100, guys. Go do that right now. Create an account. Super fun way to play. You pick 2 to 5 players. You pick more or less on their projection, whether it be rushing yards, passing yards, whatever it may be. You put them together in a parlay, and away you go. Great chance of winning. PrizePicks.com, a new way to play some DFS, and it's a fun way to play DFS. PrizePicks.com, DFS line is the code, DFS line. Go create an account, have some fun right now. All right, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's go to these 3 players. Let's rip it fun. Let's rip it quick. Let's get to it. First player, wide receiver you need to trade right now is Tyreek Hill. Now, as you know, guys, the injury to Tua. Quickly, let's talk about this here. Tua was banged up the week before, coming into a short week, playing a Thursday night game. Tua gets sacked, slammed to the floor, head hits the ground. Now, it didn't look as hard. I mean, it probably felt hard. But when you look at it, it didn't look like a pure slam. He kind of rolled into it, kind of like the ground broke his fall. But because I think he was already concussed and hurt the week before, it seriously affected him. You could see his hands kind of, I think it was a neurological response. His kind of body tense up here because, again, the brain needs rest after a hit. You can't bring your player back in. So very, very hard to see, very, very hard to digest to see that type of hit, right? Now, I see hamstrings. I see fingers bending and ankles. Okay, it still sucks, right? But when it comes to the spine, the neck, the brain, you have serious cause for concern because this could be season-ending, career-ending, could be very catastrophic. So I'm very glad from what I heard that his extremities, he could move everything through his extremities. He was able to travel back with the team. Haven't gotten a real big update on it since, but I'm hoping Tua comes back this season. I mean, that's kind of the goal. I'm not a brain expert here, but I would assume that he would at least need 3 to 4 weeks off. Let that brain rest, relax, and get back to it, okay? So the first player I got to say, trade now, and partly it's because he's lost an amazing quarterback here, at least for a few weeks, is Tyreek Hill. Now, Tyreek Hill's a guy I faded completely. When you look at his points, he's actually been relatively good, minus week 3 at 5.3 points. But again, when you look at Tyreek Hill, very big deep ball, very big deep threat kind of player. Now the defenses are going to key in on that and say, hey, we got to play a safety back. We got to neutralize Tyreek Hill. Plus, they've got Waddle. Plus, again, you can still sell relatively high. Again, my big question mark is going back Tua, such a great talent, all that offseason work connecting with Tyreek. Is that connection going to be continuing with Bridgewater, whoever's under center? Now, he did throw a nice deep ball to him yesterday. Tyreek caught it. Will that continue? But, hey, I don't want to gamble with it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to sell Tyreek high, get myself whatever position I need, whether it be a running back or another position and combo. But you can still buy him high, or you can sell him high and get some good value for him, okay? I'd try to get a running back, okay? I would try to get myself package. Get like a Drake London and like a Dameon Pierce, and you're good. Now you've got a wide receiver that's going to surpass Tyreek potentially in fantasy points, and is going to be consistent week to week, and you're getting a running back. So you could really sell high on the Tyreek Hill name, but I would trade him right now. I don't trust the situation, especially with what happened to Tua. I didn't trust Tyreek Hill to begin with. Now I definitely don't trust him, right? Second guy here, trade now. Again, want to keep it short, sweet, is Davante Adams. Davante Adams, okay, if you look at his fantasy points the past couple games, not good. 30.1 week 1, which is good. 9.2 week 2, saved by a slant route touchdown. I think it was a short pass touchdown. And week 3, saved by another touchdown. Mac Hollins is outperforming him. Okay, now he's got a matchup this week where, Waller is, Waller's in a good position to have some points this week based on matchup. So, again, when you look at Adams, We're saying, well, Joe, what do you mean by Waller having, better matchup versus position? Go check my starts and I'm not even going to explain. I explained it in my starts and sits episode. Go watch that. Go back one. I explained why Waller this week has a better matchup versus position. Okay, so check it out, guys. Check out that episode. So when I look at Davante Adams, again, I'm not seeing consistency. I'm seeing him being saved by a touchdown a game. And again, that's good. You're saying, well, that's consistent. But here's the deal. People think and people drafted Davante Adams predicated on last year. I'm already starting to see, right, that he's not going to duplicate last year's. He's not going to duplicate last year's number. This is exactly how I projected. I'm seeing it unfold in front of my eyes. So what I'm saying is there's still time. There's still time to get rid of this guy now. There's still an opportunity if you're an Adams owner, because if you didn't realize it and trust me preseason to say he's not going to duplicate what he did last year with Aaron Rodgers, it's not going to happen again, right? Now it's starting to unfold slowly. It's happening gradually enough that people still believe it's going to happen, but I'm completely confirmed my suspicions that it's not going to happen. So I would sell Adams right now. Don't hesitate, okay? Believe me, there's too many targets to go around, and it's just Carr sucks. 0-3. This is a guy that I said sucked for years. I can't believe he got his extension renewed. He's 0-3, and he's got all these weapons, and he's 0-3. And, they're going to blame it on the defense or his division's too tough. No, Derek Carr sucks, okay? All these people on Davis Mills saying, Davis Mills sucks. He's lost 3 games. Carr has been losing for years. He's had one playoff appearance, 1, 2, whatever. Can't even make it to the playoffs. When he does, he loses. I don't know what to tell you. I would trade Adams now, okay? And if you have Carr, I don't even know why you have Carr on your team. Trade him too. And the third guy here, this may come as a bit of a shock here. Trade him right now is Justin Jefferson. Just get rid of him. I don't know how to tell you this. Good week 1, crappy week 2, crappy week 3. 4.4 points in PPR week 3. Okay, 3 receptions, 14 yards. All right, now if you look at Adam Thielen the same week, last week 3, 18.1 points, 6 receptions. Okay, Thielen was the wide receiver 1 that week. In week 2, 4 receptions for Thielen, 6 receptions for Jefferson, right? 10.8 points and 9.2. Other than that 1 week, he had the big week. He had 9 receptions for 39.4 fantasy points. I think he had a touchdown or so, 180 plus yards. Other than that 1 week, Jefferson's done nothing the past 3 weeks. And I told you this. I told you that when you look at Thielen, look at Jefferson, their targets and receptions are on par. Well, you could say, well, Joe, that happens with Waddle and Tyreek, and it happens with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I get it. But what I'm saying is you drafted Jefferson in the first round. That's what everybody told you to do. I said, fade Jefferson. I don't believe it. When you invest that much draft capital in somebody, you expect them to perform consistently. I'm getting more production out of Drake London on a weekly basis, 6th round pick on all my teams, than people are getting out of Justin Jefferson. Does that make sense? So trade Jefferson now. He's going to have these type of weeks, the 4.4 week. People, you can still sell on that big name for now. He has a couple more of these duds. His stock goes down. You can't trade him. That being said, I still think he has more boom games. But how often, how consistent is the big question. So, predicated on what I said, the quarterback change with Tyreek, I mean, maybe Bridgewater helps him. I don't know. Either way, he's very boom bust. And he always has been his entire career. Davante Adams, right? I explained it. Tons of targets. Mac Hollins is outperforming him. And Justin Jefferson. I explained it. Thielen just as good in him. Just as good as him in certain games. So who do we trade for? That's a big question. Again, that depends on your needs. If you really need a tight end, not really worth it unless you get a top 3 tight end like a Mark Andrews or a Kelsey. Running back, if you haven't gone robust RB, I have no concerns at running back. A lot of people do because they've gone with the situation. You definitely, I mean, if you got any of these 3 guys, you probably need a running back. Goes without saying. So who do you target? Take a look. Who's been one of the most consistent running backs in the game? Take a look at who's breaking out. Right? We have Breece Hall, on the verge of breaking out. We have Dameon Pierce. Right? You can buy relatively low on these guys still and package in and combo relatively efficient wide receiver, maybe a Drake London or someone like that. Okay, so think about it. Try to find some more consistency in your life and sell these big names. I told you not to draft them, and I'm telling you, you're not going to get your return on investment. All right, 3 wide receivers to trade right now. Week 4 is here. NFL Week 4 is here. Make sure you guys are subscribed, thumbs up, and head on over to manscaped.com. Showerline 20. Go treat yourself on the website. Get their product, guys. It's amazing. Go try it out. Appreciate it. Drop some questions below, starts and sits. I'll help you out. Appreciate it, guys. Happy Friday. I'm out.